everyone! Welcome to my home. I invited my sister Jackie, my name is Jessica, so she can help me make some vegetable soup for this Daniel fast.
All right, so let's get started. Here are some of the ingredients that you may need. You can choose whatever vegetables you want. It doesn't have to be exactly these ones. The more the better. We have potato, we have corn, some carrots, zucchini, squash, tomato, celery, and onion. And then back here you can see some of the spices that we will be using. And again, it's totally up to you how you want to vary it depending on how closely you're following Daniel fast. Spices would normally not be included, but if you make a vegetable soup without a little bit of something, it's going to be really, really hard to eat it. So we go ahead and include these. We don't do too much, but we do just enough so that it can give it some flavor. We're already preheating our pan, and Jessica's gonna pour some olive oil in there.
How much olive oil?
About maybe a tablespoon
Like a
if you're
swoosh?
measuring, but a swoosh.
Okay,
yeah,
let's do
try.
a swoosh.
Okay, a little more of a swoosh.
Oh, more of a swoosh, okay.
A little bit more.
Okay, guys, a little bit more.
Okay, there you go. I think that's good.
Right. Barely covers the bottom, okay, guys?
Well, it doesn't really cover the bottom. You can take a shot of it as you want. You know what? I have to, yeah.
Okay.
She's not.
Master.
There we go.
There we go.
That's about good.
Awesome.
Okay, so you're gonna let your oil heat up a little bit. Not too much because you don't want it to pop back at you. And the next thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna add your onion. She had a really large onion, so we don't need that big of an onion. If you go to the store and you get a smaller size onion, you could use the whole thing, but we actually only used half of it because it was so big. So go ahead and you wanna take that. Yeah, we're just gonna take it and drop it in, and you can hear that sizzle. That's a nice sizzle there. It's not gonna pop back at you. Go ahead and stir that up. You wanna saute your onion so that you can get the flavor going from it. If it starts to pop, then just adjust your heat and make it a little bit lower.
Oh my God, so not everybody knows this, but I am not the cook in our family. Out of the three of us, there's three of us. Jen is missing. She's missing in action, but we'll catch her
She's
the
the
next.
baker, though.
Yes.
She cooks too, but she's
We'll
very
catch
good.
her next time.
Yes. Maybe she'll teach us how to make bread.
Ooh, yes. When Daniel fast is over.
Yeah.
So let's
So go ahead and keep swishing it.
The smell is so good.
Yeah, it should start giving an aroma. You want to wait till they're just a little translucent. That's how you know you've sauteed them. You don't want to caramelize them, so you want to make sure you get them right and that. And once you've reached this, like, they're almost there, now you're going to add your garlic. And again, this is up to you how much garlic you like. Go ahead, Jessica.
Ooh, I'm in here again. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna use
So that's about a tablespoon if you're measuring.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and give it half more, just like half of that. There you go.
All right.
And garlic, the minced garlic that we just used right now, it's really delicate, so it's gonna saute up really fast. You can burn it, so you wanna make sure that you keep swishing that around. And the next thing we're gonna add to this, it only takes a couple minutes. The next thing that we're gonna be adding, go ahead and keep swishing, Jessica.
Okay.
There's our tomatoes.
If you want to cut time, you can just pre-dice everything
Yes.
the
That
night
is a
before.
big time saver.
So prepping.
Yes, we're on the same page. Yeah, I saw that. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and scoop that out.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I'll do it. I just don't like to waste.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, you didn't want
All
to go
right.
in there. All right.
All right. These are your base ingredients. So this is what's going to bring the flavor out in your soup. And you're just sauteing it all to bring out those flavors. And after this, we'll be adding just a little bit of water. You will add water as you go with the soup. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, right about there. That's good. I'm just gonna stir all that. And the first thing we're gonna add to this is our carrots, because carrots take a longer time to soften. Now you did pretty good on dicing these.
Thank you.
So these probably won't take that long because they're in smaller portions. But if you like chunkier pieces, then they're gonna take a little bit longer. Go ahead, stir that a little bit. And now we're just gonna wait for this to start boiling, because most of our other vegetables will only take about anywhere between 10 and 30 minutes at the most. Corn usually takes, give or take, around 20 to 30 minutes, so that'll be the longest one, but everything else, it won't be that long. Potatoes usually take about 12 minutes to tender, so we're just gonna go ahead and let that reach a boil. And we only do that so that way the carrots are ready by the time the rest of the vegetables are ready, since they do take longer. Okay, so we raised the heat up to about a medium-high, and now it's boiling, so we're gonna go ahead and add our corn. Go ahead, Jessica, add the corn, because that's the next thing.
Okay.
That's gonna take a while to boil.
Ooh, and it's hot. Be careful, guys.
So we're gonna add our celery. And the potatoes.
Our wonderful potatoes.
Okay, and then you're gonna add some more water to that.
Okay.
Go ahead. Okay. Yeah, just enough to cover it. And at this point, I haven't added the squash yet, because the squash and zucchini they soften really fast, and I don't really like them. I like them a little al dente, so it's really up to your preference. You could add them in. I just don't like them to be soggy, so that's why I do it that way. Okay, so we're gonna add some salt. We're using a coarse kosher salt by Morton. Really doesn't matter the brand, but I do like the coarse salt. It just has more flavor, and I'm probably putting about maybe like 2 teaspoons, not too much, because you're gonna want to go and taste it. So like 2 teaspoons of salt, maybe a teaspoon of pepper, depending on your preferences as far as taste. And we're just gonna let that, we're gonna stir it in, and then we're gonna let it come to a boil again. And our last boil took about 5 minutes, so I imagine this is gonna take probably another 5 minutes to get to that, reach that boiling point. Okay, so it took about 10 minutes. We finally got to a boil, and what we're gonna do is, what you saw on the top there is oil. And so we're just gonna remove some of that, because we don't want our soup to be too oily. You can leave some of it, but we really want to take out most of that. And then now we're gonna go ahead and add, as you can see, the corn's almost there, the potatoes are almost there. You can take a look, they're almost clear. They still have that edge on them. So they're not completely done, but everything's pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and add our zucchini. There you go.
Yay!
And our squash.
Yummy.
We're gonna let those boil, and
We're gonna add
probably
in
need
some water.
a little bit more water. There we go. And after this, we're gonna taste the soup, and that's when we can adjust it. If it needs, more salt or pepper. I have some cumin here, because when we taste it, we'll see if it needs more flavor. We'll add the cumin. If you don't like cumin, there's no reason you don't have to add it. You can just keep going with salt and pepper. Okay, so our soup is ready. It boiled for maybe another 10 minutes, give or take. And I did have to add some more salt, and I added maybe like a half a teaspoon of cumin. And again, it's up to you. I just tasted it as I went and added what I thought it needed. And as you can see, these vegetables are are done. And so from here, we're just gonna go ahead and put it in a bowl so that George has dinner tonight. And there you have it. That is our vegetable soup. If you follow us and if you decide to make some, please share it with us on social media. If you decided to add something new or change it up a bit, we really want to hear from you. We enjoy learning new things, and we hope you enjoy the soup.